Okay, the people said it was wiggling. I put it up on the hoist and checked it out real quick. As you can see, the outer tie rod end is loose, and that can be caused by just wear, or you hit a pothole, throws it out of alignment. But that's also gonna prematurely wear your tires, because if you look at this side right here, you can see how that looks good on this, but yet here it's starting to cup the tire. So that's what's causing their bouncing and stuff like that, because it's throwing it out of round. Once we're underneath it, now you can see that the boot is ripped and how wore that is. And you can see it actually move when I wiggle the tire. So next thing we're gonna do is take the front tire off, take it apart. First thing we're gonna do is take a 3/4 and get the plastic out. Loosen those up. Never use this to install it, but to take it off, it's okay. Remove your hubcap. Next thing you do is your lug nut. And remove your tire. Okay, this is your outer tie rod end. You got to take this bolt off. But before I do that, I'm going to break loose this nut so you can spin this off. We have to break loose this nut. And usually you can put another crescent wrench here. But since we're just taking this one off and you can see it's shot, it isn't going to matter. So I just loosen that up like that. Make sure it's spinning good. Okay, that's all I need to do. And then we'll take the nut off. Once you loosen this, you can come here and use a 3/4 and take this off. And you can see it popped right off. If it starts to spin like that, you're going to have to get the proper size wrench and also get like a 10mm here to hold it so you can get that off. Or you could cut it off, but if you got the proper tools, I would just do that. Okay, if you work on a lot of cars that are in the rust belt, you might have to do it this way. Hold that on the bottom of that 10 and spin this off. And hopefully it goes pretty quick. If not, you can cut it. Okay, now you got to double check, make sure the other one, the new one that you have, looks like it, or at least close in length from the center, which it's very close. And then you just spin this off. A lot of times they break loose pretty easy. And I leave the old nut there because it really doesn't matter. And that's going to get you in the ballpark. And we know it's got to go in for alignment anyway, which is a great idea. And usually you replace these in pairs, at least I do. But I happen to notice that somebody had already put one on the other side. They just didn't put it on this side. So that's going to be close right there. So take that off, slide it down in there like that. Start your nut, just tighten it up. This one comes with a nut, but it also has a cotter key in there, which I like these better. Just extra safety on it. So you tighten up, you gotta line up the hole. So I'll go one more time there. And the hole is right here, as you can see. Now once you're sure you got that lined up, you just take your cotter key, put it in, and bend it down so it can't come out. I just use my fingers. Easy enough. Okay, last thing we're going to do is going to make sure we snug this up. When they take it in for alignment, they're going to loosen this up anyway, but you want to make sure this is tight. So put these two crescent wrenches on there and just snug it up like that. And like I said, they're going to loosen it up when they do alignment anyway, but you want to make sure it's tight going there. Okay, the more expensive tie rod ends have a Zerk fitting on them, which means they're greasable, which you should do, of course. You just got to put this in there, and then we're going to grease it. Just snug it, and we'll grease it next. Put 6 or 7 good pumps in there. And the grease is going to come in down here in the rubber. And you can see it's bulging out. That should be good enough. I just want to go back and snug this up. that should be it. Now we will put the tire back on. We're done. Last thing you put on is your hubcap. You're not going to use the impact on that because it would wreck the little plastic caps on it. You just do those by hand. Snug them up. Now a tie rod in for an inexpensive one's about $25, and for like a Moog or a top of the line, it's about $45. So it's actually a fairly easy job to do and fairly inexpensive. And first thing we're going to do is the steering wheel might be a little off, but it's going to go right up for alignment anyway, so he'll take care of that. No more shake. Problem fixed.